Ulla, how are you?
I'm fine.
Could you introduce yourself for a moment?
Yes, my name is Ulla. I'm German. I've been living in Sweden since like 22 years, and I'm working in community development in an area with high unemployment rates and a multicultural area.
And you're the founder of?
Tiki community-based tourism.
How do you see the tourism, the trends in tourism? What do you think is happening over the next years?
I think that like the trend who already has started to that people would like to meet the people where they're going to, which you will find like when you go more to the south of the globe. I think this trend will also come up to the north, because if you look at the internet and look at destinations, then you will find maybe that people want to go to Vietnam, or they want to go to South America, and there they would say, yeah, but I want actually to talk to people, I want to live in the families, I also may want to learn the language by living in the families. And I think there's more and more people who really want to bring, they don't, okay, I think there are more people, that they not just want to travel and look at the house or at the sightseeing, but that they actually want to meet people. And that more and more also in the younger generation, they want to feel connected to the place where they're going to. And for that, I think the destinations need to develop these possibilities where the tourists can meet. And how do you say that? How do you call that? You have an authentic meeting place, and not just you buy something from somebody, but actually you are maybe in an activity as well. So I think that will be more and more coming.
What are the values for you in the tourism in the future of tourism? What are the core values which are very important to have for each destination?
I think for me it's that there has to be an exchange. There has to be something where both sides is getting something out of it, and it should be more than just money, but it should also be, and also for the tourists should feel that I get a learning experience when I go there. When I'm coming home, I have more knowledge than I have seen the World Trade Center. Wrong. I have seen the Eiffel Tower, or or by myself also. I have been traveling a lot, and I think that all the travel I made, where I had an exchange with the people, where somebody said, come on Ulla, we're going there, and then I get a story for this one, which has been a personal story that has given so much more to me. And I think this is there's a big value on that. And it also, and in this then tourism can also be in community development and development of our societies and bringing understanding. So it's not about the egoistic thought, oh, I want to be in the sun lying at the beach. You give people more than that. You give them an understanding of the country, of the local community, and also by this tourism can change action of the tourist, that the tourist is not just an anonymous person.
Mm-hmm. What do you think are the skills that people who are working in tourism need to have in the future?
Okay, from my perspective, coming from community development, I think it's important that they are more interested also interested in community development, not just in coming to a job, doing your job, and that's it. That they by themselves want to offer something more.
Okay.
Also that they have an interest in to know their own community. And maybe they also should know where they send the people to, that there's a connection. I think if you I think the companies, like the big companies, which are sending a lot of people to a destination, they need to take much more responsibility for the destination, and it has to become deeper than just But in our holiday chain, in our hotel chain, we pay our staff, but then they actually go home and they may live very poor. I think this responsibility you can give that also to the workers. Is it clear what I want to say?
Mm-hmm. And how would it change for people like chefs or people in restaurants? What do you see? What's the main difference from now to in 20 years?
I think if you can make this connection even at that level, then you will have more people who are actually aware about their own role in development. If you can connect like community development to being here just doing a job and I don't care about the person, the tourist who is sitting there. If we can create such a connection, I think it just will bring more for the community. But I think it's a very big challenge, because that means that it's much easier to go somewhere and you don't need to get involved. Mm-hmm. I think it can be quite hard to be involved all the time and not to be anonymous.
What should owner of businesses in tourism take care of? How should it? Which requirements should they create for their employees?
I believe in that. If you want to create places where people feel involved, then you need to take their ideas on board, and you need to have to cooperate with the people, so you don't that you are. Okay, I think the best place is actually a working cooperation. Maybe where the people who are employed, they are also the owner. Maybe that is the best company structure for it, because then you also feel that you are by yourself involved, because you're owning something.
And how do you feel like for family companies who have been in the family for centuries and for generations? Do you feel that's likely that they would open a cooperative or like involve the employees in their bonus or in their win structure or beneficial structure of financial structure?
I don't know, actually, okay. Because I think it's difficult. It's so. I think if they can see that. In the beginning, people, I would assume, I don't know this, but I would assume that those people, they want to make their profit. So if they can see that the profit actually raise, then I think, yes, they might do that. And if you also can make in that they actually see profit not just like an economic profit, like money profit, that profit could be something else, then it is more likely, I think. So, and maybe the question would be then, how do you change this value where profit, the money profit is the one that everybody wants to achieve, into something where profit can be that I'm actually a part of a development which makes it much easier for the whole community to live, and the whole community gets benefits out of it. And so the growth becomes something more than just having more money on the account. The growth it's like a sum of all things, of different values.
Mm-hmm. What makes Tikidut so special for you? Why did you choose to go into tourism? I mean, you didn't work in tourism before. Mm. Why is it now that you say, I really would like to bring Tikidut to make it a reality for me?
Because I've been working in that area with the high unemployment rate since 2006, and there have been so many projects to try to get people into work. And on the other hand, I'm also, like I said, I'm traveling and I'm also hiking, and I've seen that areas they with the purpose they want to connect to tourism to stop this, that people are moving out of the rural area, and that there's growth coming into the area. And for that I thought that why not doing this in this area? There's an area with a lot of assets, a lot of people who might have been entrepreneurs in their own country already. And so I know that there are people who can give very much, and they have very much knowledge. So if we then connect them to other people, because I think the tourist model has worked in certain places very well, and I think it can also work here. And why I want to do it is, for me, the most actually is to get a development in this area, to give the possibilities to people to own your own little money and not being on benefits, social benefits, but you get your own money. And it might be very little in the beginning, but I think if people can feel that you can do something by yourself, then you will also start to create more and more possibilities for yourself to create even more, where you might be able to live on the income you get.
How do you see like the education in tourism? Will it change, and how will it change? What do people learn to work in a tourist company or hotel?
Okay, I don't know how the education is today, so but I can just say that I think, like, for community-based tourism, it's very important that the people who are that area, who have not been working in tourism, that they get an education in it. And so for me, as one of the founders, it would be very important to connect it to development. Like I said before, that I don't think then such an education should be how can you get economical growth. It should be connected to much more values.
Can you introduce yourself again?
My name is Ulla, and I live in Sweden. I work in an area outside of Gothenburg, a city part of Gothenburg.
You're German?
Yeah, I'm German.
And you're the founder of Ticket.
Oh, okay, then I do it again.
Please.
My name is Ulla. I live in Sweden. Okay, I start again. My name is Ulla, and I'm German. Have been living in Sweden since 1990, and I live in Gothenburg and work in one of the city parts of Gothenburg on the outskirts, which is a part of Gothenburg where there's a high unemployment rate, and it's very multicultural. And I've been working there since 2006, and since last year I'm working together with two other people in starting up a social enterprise, Ticket community-based tourism.
Thank you very much.